Prominent and influential 20th century French philosopher historian Michel Foucault said, "The imaginary is not formed in opposition to reality as its denial or compensation. It grows among signs from book to book, in the interstice of repetitions and commentaries. It is born and takes shape in the interval between books. It is the phenomena of the library," meaning the imaginary is not necessarily disconnected from the reality. The imaginary does not necessarily exclude the reality because it is a combination of the reality, the thought, the ideas that form in our minds. So the human being is actually responsible in the creation of the imaginary, and the imaginary is not, or it cannot be said to be entirely disconnected or isolated from all realities, whether it's the general realities or our own realities. So the imaginary is something which is based upon our ideas, experiences, perceptions, and so on and so forth. The books that we read on a regular basis form the basis for the imaginary. So without reading books, without exploring ideas, there is no scope for the imaginary, because the imaginary is directly connected with the exploration of ideas which come from different books and their readings. So the interval that we seek between reading one book and another actually is the platform for the imaginary. And the imaginary is not necessarily an opposition to the reality, and it does not deny or reject reality either, but rather it's a combination of different ideas, ideals, philosophies, thoughts, perceptions that we acquire from our experiences and our reading of books in different places. So the imaginary can be said to be the phenomena of the library. A library houses hundreds of books, and as we read the books that we like, the different books, so we find repetitions and commentaries in them, and in between those lines the imaginary is born. So it is a difficult thing. It actually lies in the interval